wanted to come on here and show the new hair. I'm obsessed. Hi friends, welcome back to this week in my life vlog. I am so excited to be vlogging this week. It's an extra special week because it is my birthday this week, and so we have a lot of fun stuff planned, and I really wanted to document the memories, share it on here, and so I will be taking y'all along, and I'm so excited. If you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Megan. I am currently 28, about to turn 29 tomorrow. I live in Orlando, Florida with my husband Nathan. We just moved down here in January after living in Atlanta, Georgia for 7 years. We have a golden retriever puppy named Doug. He is 3. We don't have any kids yet. We are big on our faith. We love Disney and the parks and Universal and all the fun stuff, and I'm just sharing my life here on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Lots of photography content over on TikTok, and then definitely focusing more on lifestyle here on YouTube. I currently work as a remote registered nurse, and I work about 27 hours max a week, and so some of the content this week will be me working. I try to hit those hours when I can. I didn't actually hit them last week, so we definitely want to hit them this week, so we'll be adding that in along with all the fun stuff coming. But yes, we have a super fun week planned. So on the docket for today is Monday, currently June 2nd. I am going to be heading to Publix in just a second, and we are going to pick up lunch for the day to bring with me because we're doing a little bit of a picnic. I have a big bag packed here, and then we are heading into the city, and I am gonna go to Lineage first, and I want to get the white cold brew. It is literally incredible, life-changing, so good, and their cinnamon roll croissant is really good. We are headed to Leu Gardens, L-E-U Gardens. It is basically right in the heart of Orlando, right near Lineage and Han and all of that stuff off East Colonial, and I have never been before. Today is their free day, so it's going to be insanity, but I'm actually meeting some family there. I'm seeing my mom today, which is so exciting. She is with that family, and I'm just seeing her for today, kind of an early birthday celebration, so I'm really excited, and it should be really fun. So we're gonna just enjoy the day there. I will probably try to get some content on here, but definitely maybe on the phone, so we will see. But I'm gonna bring this camera and my other camera in. Definitely want to go by a used bookstore. It's one I've never been to. It's called the Book Rack. It's in Ocoee, and it's actually on the way home. I think that's probably it for today. I think we'll probably just hang out and get some work done and see Nathan for a little bit. We're gonna get going, but I think Nathan may want to play cards tonight. I'm not totally sure, so we may hang out with him for the evening, we may not, and I'm gonna see him tomorrow anyways for my birthday, which is so exciting. But I'm excited to take y'all along. I'll try to check in when I can, but probably will be much later. Let's go have an amazing day. Little haul. I did get a chicken salad sandwich. They didn't have fruit, which fruit is so expensive, it's kind of scary, but I really like summer fruit, and I feel like fruit at a picnic is just perfect. So got a thing of Sun Chips. I was at just a Publix lemonade, which is kind of big, but that's okay because I'm gonna be thirsty. So we spent like $20 on picnic stuff, and that's okay because it's my birthday and I don't really do this kind of stuff very often. That is everything we need for our picnic, and we are going to head into the city. Okay, I just finished up at Lineage and I'm already at the gardens. They opened up at 8 a.m. thankfully, so we were able to get in and park, so we're just sitting here. But this was the bag I got. Nathan normally tells me what kind of bag to get, but I normally go for a Columbia. They had Columbia or Ethiopia, so we did not have a lot of options. I think this is probably going to be a little lighter than I typically like, but Nathan really likes lighter coffee, so we just picked up a bag. And then I ended up getting the white cold brew, the biggest size they had. It is so good. It's like cold brew with vanilla and oat milk, and it's incredible. If you like strong coffee or sweet coffee, you will like that. And their branding is always on par. I got the cinnamon roll croissant. This is gonna be a mess to eat, but I'm so excited. And yeah, so we're gonna stay here, eat our food, and wait for family.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, 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 golden things. Mountain laurel high fives for miles in spring. Rainbow trout and a hummingbird wing. Golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things. Gold hair, gold rings, gold leaves, gold anything, golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things. Walk up the river by my son. Feet step over splinters of the moon.
Hello, we are back. I have not been on here at all today. It is now 3 o'clock and we have had a day, but it has been so fun. This morning at the Lou Gardens, it was beautiful, stunning, perfect. If you get there early on these like free Mondays, I think it's Mondays every time, but if you get there early on those days, it is beautiful. Just get there early. Like I would show up before it opens. It definitely is a little chaotic and they have a lot of story times, so there's so many kiddos, but so fun, so many families, and the gardens were beautiful. There was so much to look at. I feel like I didn't even get to explore all of it, and I even stayed after my family left to try to go get more photos and videos, and I got so much amazing content, which was so fun. And one of my favorite things again is just exploring and getting to use my camera and practice. It was just so beautiful. Then we had our little picnic. Had the best time. I probably left there at like 1, and then I headed to the bookstore, which was so cute, and I feel kind of bad because I didn't buy anything. I'm kind of picky when it comes to my book, and they just did not have a lot of like newer stuff, hardcovers. Not, I honestly am fine with paperback, but they were like short, small paperbacks, and that is not my vibe. Like I need it to be like a normal paperback or like a normal size hardback, and they just didn't have a lot. And you can tell they have a lot of people coming in there, and the person who was working the counter was so nice, and I feel bad that I didn't get anything, but we left with nothing. A really cute area though. I ended up going to the library because our book experience was so unsuccessful. So I ended up picking up a couple books and getting the library card for Orange County, which was so nice. My tenants working the library area were really sweet. That library, it was definitely smaller than I'm used to, like in Atlanta, but not bad. But they have like a really nice system in Orange County where you can actually get it like delivered to your home, but unfortunately we just have issues in this apartment getting stuff delivered here, and so I just didn't even want to risk it. So I would happily just go pick it up. It was a really cute library. I want to show y'all because I opened up some birthday gifts and my family got me some really sweet stuff. Gifts is one of like my top love languages, which is probably so weird for most people, but it's like number 2 for me. It's not even like the amount that is spent on the gift, it is the thoughtfulness and intention behind the gift. I love to feel loved, and I feel loved through how well the gift is and how well they know me. And obviously I don't put too much stock in it because not everyone loves that. And like my mom loves giving me money and she would rather do that than have her buy something for me, and that's okay. So my sister though loves giving gifts. We share in that, and so she got me a couple cute things. So first off, we have this Disney Winnie the Pooh little wristlet. I think this is from Primark and it is so cute. I am the biggest Winnie the Pooh fan, so we just love this. And I honestly always need more of these like slit type, not even wristlets, like little coin purses. This would also be really good. I'm even thinking now to put my camera battery and charger in. I always keep 2 camera batteries and then an extra SD card on me at all times. But she got me this really sweet necklace and I'm so excited. I could have definitely purchased it myself. That's just one of those things I wouldn't have spent the money on it myself, but it is so sweet, really nice, like also like so fancy. Winnie the Pooh, and he's holding his little balloon. I hope you can see it okay. It's in gold and so beautiful, so I'm so excited. I obviously wanted this for myself, but I probably wouldn't have bought it anytime soon. So sweet of her to give it to me, and I love her to death. So thankful. So sweet. I did want to share the books I got real quick, and then I need to go inside and see Nathan and catch up. So I got 4 books. We stayed in the sci-fi fantasy realm. This is a series. I feel like I had picked up Swordcatcher or thought about starting it. Maybe honestly I might have it, but again, these are library books, so it's okay. So Swordcatcher is the first one, and then The Rag Picker King is the second. And I've heard such good things about this sequel that this wasn't rated as well, but I will probably try to get through it just to see. We're gonna see how it is. It seems very up my alley, huge book, which we love. And I got this one. This one kind of looks random, but we are very into, well, I thought it was dragons, but maybe not. It's called Spirit Gate, book 1 of Crossroads, and it is like fantasy vibes. Honestly, anytime I open a book and it has a map in the front, it's going to be good, I'm sure. Yeah, honestly, could not tell you a single thing about it, but it looked okay, and it didn't have the worst reviews. I'm normally kind of picky on what books I'll buy. Like, I try to make sure it's above 4 stars on Goodreads when I buy it, but again, I was renting these, so I was a little less picky. So I think that was like 3 stars. And then this is called An Academy for Liars, and it's like dark academia, which we love. So An Academy of Liars by Alexis Henderson, and definitely like my style of book cover. And I definitely find books through book cover. When I'm done with these books, I'm gonna need to order online from the library because again, they just do not have a lot of options. But I'm glad I got my library card, and they have so many resources and fun classes, so I'm sure it'll be fun. I don't really know what we're doing for the rest of the day. I may be working some. Nathan may go play cards. We may go on a walk. I'm not totally sure, but I will keep y'all updated and we'll just see what else we get up to today. Hi friends, I have not checked in a minute, so we are checking in. It is probably so late, 8:42. I am going to sit and put in this hair mask while we talk and catch up because I almost forgot it needed to be a hair wash day. I am getting my hair cut on Wednesday, which is so exciting because one, we desperately need it. I haven't gotten it cut since I was back in Atlanta in December, and I've just been trying to find somewhere to get it cut, and literally all my ends are just completely dead, and my hair has not been doing the best, and I've stopped taking some of my vitamins, which I'm about to start back, but I think that's probably why. Favorite hair mask that I've ever used. I've only used a couple different ones, but the Way hair mask is incredible. I used the fine to medium hair. I honestly never know how to categorize my hair because it is like a lot of hair normally, but then it's kind of been thinning. And so last time I went, they said like, oh, it's thick hair, but it breaks really easily. And I'm like, what does that mean? So I've just been doing like fine, just because I don't know. I've honestly been chilling. I have not been working at all, which is going to be traumatic on Wednesday when I need to catch up on work and again, I already have stuff planned and I want to be able to do stuff over the weekend. I showed Nathan all of my stuff, caught up with him, got to see him for a little bit. I opened up some birthday cards, which is really exciting. We had a lot of family send some cards, which is really sweet. And I did upload all of the content for today from the gardens, and did a little photo post because my mom, bless her, she really wanted some photos to be able to post. So I worked really hard to make sure that got up, and I will eventually get up a video, but it is just the videos take so long, so that will be a little bit and probably not done in time by tomorrow. And I really don't want to post 2 back-to-back Lou Garden posts just because it's probably not going to do as well as like my Disney content, understandably so. Nathan went and played cards tonight, and he was very sweet and was like, I will do anything you want to do. And I was like, I want to read my book and chill and like eat some queso. And so I ended up going to Publix and picking up chips and queso, and that was literally dinner. Sat and watched TikToks, which was not the most productive, and I didn't even start my book yet. But then I realized we needed to get in here and put this hair mask in, and I'm gonna go get a bath, which is gonna do nothing for me except bring me joy and relaxing. Gosh, my hair. It is time for a cut. We're chopping off like 3 inches easily. I am gonna get a bath, relax, enjoy life, and then probably, hopefully by then my hair has set enough because I am already feeling tired, and I do want to get up early tomorrow for rope drop because we're headed into the park for my actual birthday. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna rinse this off, and yeah, I think we're just mostly gonna chill. I may start my book, and definitely want to get my bath, get a shower. That's kind of it. And then we are going to be going to Magic Kingdom tomorrow. I'm so excited. My mom was really sweet and offered to like adjust all of her plans to be available to me, and then Nathan also was willing to like get off work to make it happen. But when he, obviously the way Nathan's work is right now, he's a contractor, so if he's not working like tomorrow, like he needs to be working later this weekend because he's basically charging 40 hours, so he needs to be working his 40 hours, and I can't justify it because I want him on the weekend too. And honestly, I am solo at Disney. It's so much fun and I love it because I do it all the time and I kind of have to, but it's really fun and it can be amazing. So I need to see what time the park opens, probably like 9, and to be there much earlier, so maybe leaving here at like 7. It's going to be an amazing day. It's my birthday tomorrow. I turn 29. Birthday eve, always crazy, surreal feeling, but I'm feeling so grateful, so thankful, so blessed. Just hoping to bring all the joy and energy into tomorrow and have the best day. I probably won't check in with y'all tonight, but I will try to update as I can, and I will see y'all in the morning. Hi friends, good morning. We got a little bit of a later start this morning. It is now Tuesday, June 3rd. It is my birthday today. I turned 29, which is crazy. I feel so old, and yes, I feel like I'm still probably in my mid-20s. It is 7:45. Got a little bit of a late start. It's actually been kind of raining on and off for the last hour-ish, and it said for another little while. We just did not want to rush out into pouring rain, so I took my time this morning, got ready, have my cutie little Winnie the Pooh necklace on. I'm so excited, it's beautiful. And I got to see Nathan this morning when he woke up. So he wakes up much later than I normally do, so thankfully I got to see him first thing this morning. But yeah, we're gonna go have a little day. So plans are, we are headed to Magic Kingdom. I was considering doing multiple parks, doing 3 parks, doing whatever. Anyways, I am currently only reserved for Magic Kingdom, and I don't think I'm going to go anywhere else, but we leave room for whatever we want to do, and if I want to go to another park, amazing. We have the time and the ability. I really just want to actually ride a couple rides. My hair is falling apart because it is very humid and it didn't actually rain much. We are going to head over to Magic Kingdom, have a little morning. I want to get a Mickey waffle from Sleepy Hollow. I have a couple treats I'd love to try. I want to get some stuff from Friar Nut. I brought my camera, so definitely want to get some content because I love taking photos and getting content. It probably won't be the best because again, it is definitely cloudy, which my camera just works best in some birthdays. It's just like so much build up and then it's just like this is it. But again, it's whatever I make it to be. So just trying to like come in really happy and positive, because again, it is just a joy to be alive and there's no special circumstances needed out of it. I think it's hard because typically on birthdays, like last year at this time, we traveled down here to Disney World for my birthday. I feel like most of my birthdays I really like a trip, which I do love a trip, and honestly there's a chance we would have done a trip this year, but we have our big Europe trip and we don't have Doug and his boarding worked out yet. But I think in the coming years I'll probably do some kind of like staycation at Disney, because that would be really fun. So we are gonna make the most of this year, and it's still so special because it's my first year in Orlando celebrating my birthday. So we are going to make it so extra special and fun. I would like to get a birthday button later this evening. Nathan's gonna log off work a little bit early. We have a reservation at 6 at Summer House on the Lake, which I love. There is currently a dump truck behind me loading and unloading, so if you hear a loud noise, that is what it is. But I was saying that we have a reservation for Summer House on the Lake this evening at 6, so I want to get over there, maybe do a little bit of shopping. So I would love to be able to watch the fireworks tonight. I think they're at like 9:30, so we'll see if the rain holds out. I think it's supposed to rain this evening, probably when we're going to Disney Springs. So it's kind of just a interesting day, but we will make the best of it. So let's head on over to Magic Kingdom.
Supervise younger beings.
Well, thank you very much, folks. Once again, we are the Dapper We're heading down on the trolley being pulled by my good friend Owen.
We are back in the car. It is currently raining. Florida loves to do this wonderful thing. No matter what the forecast says for the day, it will just rain whenever it wants to. So this morning I checked the forecast and it had said it was going to rain in the morning and then it's going to rain in the evening, most likely around 6, and now it has a whole different forecast, and literally it did not say it was going to rain till 30 minutes before it was going to rain. And at that time, obviously it takes like an hour to get out of Magic Kingdom. I was committed because I honestly didn't know when the rain would let up, and I was just committed, and thankfully I had a poncho because otherwise my camera would not have made it. And even then it still got wet because the poncho is definitely a not good poncho, and I kind of wish I had my rain jacket. Raining, and we are now gonna head home. We had a lovely little morning. It's now 1:14. I got the new little purple lilac ears, I guess is what I would call them. They are sparkly, they are beautiful. I love this little it's kind of shiny metallic, the bow, and it is so cute. So I'm so excited to have them. They're very wet now, but they look amazing. And yeah, I don't really buy much for myself ever, and this is like my really selfish purchase of the day, but they are so cute and I'm so excited. So this is my little selfish purchase of the day. We're gonna let those dry, and I was able to add on my annual pass discount. Oh, there should be a rainbow somewhere. I have this weird, not obsession with rainbows, but just every time I see a rainbow, it just reminds me of my relationship with God, and it's just really sentimental to me and nostalgic, and yeah, just makes me excited and giddy. But we had a lovely little morning into the afternoon. I think I recorded most everything. I obviously can't really record like PhilharMagic and stuff, so you didn't really get a good view of that. Honestly, it was busier than I expected. Yeah, I haven't done a Magic Kingdom morning in like probably a month. I think it was April, at the very end of April when I last went, which technically probably should have been busier than it is now, and I feel like today was busier for sure. Normally at Rope Drop I can like go over to Mine Train or go over to Peter Pan and just like walk on, and at start of open it was, Peter Pan was over an hour away, like it was out of the queue. And I this is a weird thing, but since I've been going to Disney World for forever, I really base it on where the line is. So what I'm willing to wait for Peter Pan is it needs to be in the inside of the queue, the indoor part of the queue, and it was outside literally 10 times I checked. With Winnie the Pooh, I'd like it to be past the first row of the outside queue, so go all the way down past the little playground area and where you start getting to the interactive elements on the screens. That's where I'm willing to wait, and that also never got past that. It was probably like 40 to 60 minutes all day for both of them, and that's not bad for either one. I just, again, didn't want to, I only had a couple hours there, so I didn't want to spend an hour of my waiting on any of those rides that I get to ride all the time, and there are honestly always good breaks and times to ride those, so I wasn't even gonna try. And then like Seven Dwarfs was out of the queue the entire like morning that I was there. Like it was up and around like closer to Storybook Circus area. It was busy today. There were a lot of people, and the biggest indicator that it was busy was I went to get my food. It was right at noon, but I went to get my food at Friar Nook, which took a very long time, even on mobile order. And then there were obviously no seats in Friar Nook area, which there aren't that many seats there anyways. There were no seats at Cosmic Rays in Tomorrowland. Absolutely no seats anywhere. Like I couldn't find a single, and like obviously I'm one person, but I couldn't find a single seat anywhere. And I was like, had a tray of food just like walking around, so I ended up camping out at the Teacups, which ended up working out pretty well. We had a blast. I had a squirrel like almost eat my waffle this morning. It was definitely like some hiccups today, and you know it's obviously raining, but it was a beautiful day, and I got to ride PhilharMagic, which is my favorite ride in Magic Kingdom. I don't even know if it is constituted as a ride, but I love PhilharMagic. It is all the nostalgia, joy, and beauty that is Disney World, and I love it so much, and I love the soundtrack, and I could ride that ride all day long. It's my favorite ever, so I'm really glad I got to ride it today on my birthday, and I got to try some food. The strawberry lemonade slush from Friar Nook is incredible and so good on a hot day. The tater tots were very good as well. I'm starting to feel slightly sick from them, but I don't normally eat this kind of food, so I feel like that's more why it is. I did try the mac and cheese hand pie, but it did not do it for me, and I think just because it was just mac and cheese fried and like a little apple pie, like turnover style pastry, which wasn't bad, but it was just more like I didn't actually taste any mac and cheese. It just tasted like nothingness. It had no flavor. I couldn't really taste any cheese. It just wasn't doing it for me, so I'm glad I tried it today to know never to get it again. The tater tots were huge, and they would be really good to share with someone because they were so incredibly large, but my husband does not like ranch, so we could never do that probably. Looks like rain has stopped, which is good timing. We're gonna head home. It's a little earlier than I'd originally planned. I wanted to be out at least by 3, but now I definitely change into some different clothes for this evening, so we'll probably go home and just sit and read for a little bit. I'm definitely not working today on my birthday. Probably the one day I will let myself definitely not touch work at all. I'm gonna get cleaned up and just relax and enjoy our little afternoon before we head to Disney Springs. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, I love you too. Good morning. Hi friends, happy Wednesday. We are getting started on our day. It is already 10:48, which is crazy. I let myself sleep in this morning because last night was a lot. We had so much fun. I was so tired. I ate so terribly yesterday, so we just feel horrible. And I honestly wanted to get up and go run 5 miles first thing this morning, but here we are. We did not get up early. We slept in. It was also so rainy this morning, which always makes it difficult. Woke up this morning, had breakfast, coffee, just had a lot of stuff we've had to do for our small group. We are serving next week at a little event and it has kids in it, so we have to do the kids, go through the kids' background, and we had to fill out a long form and put a bunch of answers and answering paragraph of all these different questions they had. So it just took some time and I've been putting off the whole entire thing, so I just wanted to go in and get that done. I didn't have to worry about it, stress about it, because I just hate having logistical things like that I need to get done. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready. I have my hair cut at noon, so I need to be leaving 11:20ish. It takes about 20 minutes, 25 minutes to get over there, and this is an area I've never been. I want to give myself some time. I'm a little nervous. Not that you should ever be nervous for a haircut, but I'm meeting someone new. I am not always the most talkative person, which can sometimes be an issue with haircuts because everyone wants to talk to you the entire time. Relax while I wait to go for this haircut, and then when we get back we need to just be working all day, all evening, because we haven't started work this week and we have a lot to catch up on. And I haven't been the most consistent with vlogging on here, and I think it's half because I try to split up weeks and weekends, and I end up when I'm working not getting a ton of content, and then not having enough content on the weekends. And so I think I should just do a full week because I'm not consistent anyways. It doesn't really make a big difference. I only post 4 vlogs a month. Better than nothing. I'll just be a really long vlog for fun. I think we'll continue through this weekend, and we want to do some things in the city on Saturday. I'll definitely take y'all along for that, to do a little bit of a late birthday celebration. Our dinner last night was lovely. I had French, the truffle fries there are the best thing ever. I had a Sauvignon that was utterly incredible. I think they let it aerate before I received it. They had opened the bottle a day or two before I got it, and it was so good for that reason. And then Nathan likes the fish tacos a lot, and it's really good. He hates all the green stuff they put on top though, but he loves the fish tacos. And then I got the penne, and I just did no peas on it. It was actually pretty good. At first I tried it, I was like, this is horrible, but they just didn't mix up the sauce in well, but it was pretty good. I wish the pasta was less al dente and more of a well cooked pasta, a soft pasta, but it was really good. And we had a blast and enjoyed it. And then we got the sea salt chocolate chip cookie and the peanut butter cookie, and it's so good. And we came back and we put the peanut butter cookie, we split it in half and put ice cream on it. But I have to say, I shouldn't even have ate it because I was even going to dinner, I was I'm not even hungry. I'm about to go do this huge dinner. I've been in a calorie deficit most days. I'm just I don't have the appetite I used to, which is not a bad thing, but when you are trying to celebrate something like that, I was I shouldn't have ate anything all day. I should have just been prepping for this meal. It was really good and really fun, and thankfully the rain actually held out almost all evening. I'm pretty sure if it did rain, I didn't really feel it. Fireworks, which is so fun. We actually drove over this time. We can walk, but I was scared it was gonna rain on us, and of course it didn't, but we would have walked, it would have rained. So we drove over and it was just lovely. Ask for a gloss, and then I literally want her to cut off 3 to 4 inches. So hard, because when it's curly it gets shorter. All of this is dead ends. You can even tell because it's not even has no weight to it. It's just basically tangled mess every time. So at least to here, I'm thinking, which is probably about 4 inches. And then I get a gloss. I normally do a warm brown gloss, and There's not really a purpose behind it except it just makes my hair shiny. Face framing layers. I'm gonna do that, come back, and then we will be working most of the day. So if I check in at all, I'll be amazed because we need to be focused. We'll see, and I'll maybe check back in later and get ready to go for our haircut. On here and show the new hair. I'm obsessed. I love it. She did so good. I do wish it was slightly warmer, but that is okay because it is kind of hard to do. I love it. I love just doing like a little bit of a gloss. It makes it shine a little bit. It's already kind of waving up a little more than it should. Really raining again for the 10th time today, but that's okay. And we got stuck in the rain at Target earlier. All good. We're so happy to have a haircut, and it wasn't too much, which was nice because I looked at some other places and they were really expensive just for like a gloss and a haircut, and we got a lot taken off, so I'm a little scared what it looks like when it's curly. It's probably going to be here. And liked it, so that's good too. And it just feels so full of life and fresh, and actually should be easier to style too because it's so much shorter. So really exciting, and yeah, I'm really happy with it. And then I ended up going by Target. I wanted to pick us up. Nathan and I are starting on, I've been on like prenatals for a while, and then I stopped, and we actually aren't even trying it for a kid, but we will be trying here soon. And so I want us to both get on some supplements, so I wanted to go into Target and pick those up, and I didn't even get all the ones I needed. We tried. I need to go to Walmart. I honestly probably won't need to go back into a Target for a long time. Just go to Publix to pick up our produce. Came home and then finally ate lunch, put up all the groceries. Ended up working for about 2.5 hours. I just took Doug on our walk. I couldn't go too far because again, it's like borderline about to rain every 5 minutes here. And then I'm making dinner, catch back up on work. And June is just always a crazy month because we have my birthday, we have our wedding anniversary, and I celebrate my cancer-free anniversary, which is on the 23rd, and then I kind of don't, and I never know what to do with that day because obviously it's special sentimental day, but also people treat cancer weird, so I just never know the best way to celebrate. Nathan's birthday is in July. We are going to eat dinner, and then I just literally need to work till the end of the evening, as late as I physically can go. I'm gonna finish up my dinner, and then we are gonna get back to work. LaCroix Kodiak chocolate chip waffles. This is definitely the superior flavor in my opinion. Turkey breakfast sausage, the little hash brown, some sugar-free maple syrup, and that is dinner. Time for bed. Hi friends, happy Thursday. We are just powering through the week. It is almost 11 o'clock, which is crazy because I'm just now getting ready for the day. But thankfully, we are hanging out here at the house, so not much to get ready for. Doing some of my skincare before I log back on to work. I definitely slept in more than I wanted to this morning, but that's okay. But I am just so thankful for the job I have and the ability to, you know, take days to enjoy my birthday and then come back and to work on my own time. And so I try to never take that for granted. I definitely want to be a little bit more disciplined in the work I do, being a good steward of what I've been given. I woke up and I got straight to work. Well, I had breakfast. We made our eggs, our little Oiko smoothie, and then got straight to work, and I worked for about 2 hours this morning. Nathan woke up and then he made us coffee, and we normally do our coffee kind of later in the morning, but Nathan normally takes care of Doug, and then he made us our coffee and we did our Bible time this morning, and it's been like one of my favorite rhythms we've established this year. I do think something we need to work on before we have kids is moving that time to like before 9, so like he's making coffee at 8, so he needs to be waking up at 7 probably, which we're working on. He's pretty good at waking up about 8, but we need to just move up our times a little bit. And now I'm just gonna get back on to work. I'm gonna try to do about 2 hours. It's already 11, so I do need to like lunch at some point, but it'll probably be closer to 1, and then an hour lunch break to eat. 4 hours to do, so we may just work till 6 to get it done. I think that's just the plan. It's gonna be really chill. We're gonna hang out a little bit. I probably will not video a ton. I don't actually like videoing the work I'm doing, and literally it's just me on a computer. I've been watching, yesterday I was watching The Rookie, and I've actually really liked it, and my husband was like, oh, you're watching The Rookie, like how is it? So I think he would really like it. Keep watching that show, alternate some YouTube here and there, and see if we can get in all our hours today. Get back to work.
You know, obviously
Hi friends, good morning, happy Friday. We have made it to the end of the week. Nathan is out walking Doug, so I'm gonna be pretty quick on here, but just wanted to come on, update y'all on the plan. It is probably about 9:51. We're about to do our Bible time. Go ahead and get it out of the way. I woke up this morning, did a lot of the dishes, did a little bit of work, already did about 45 minutes of work, breakfast and all that fun jazz. Gonna be working for the day. I want to try to get in 8 hours. As I was telling Nathan just now, I will probably be working a little late. Again, getting 8 hours straight, and I need to be able to take a lunch break. Tomorrow, I think we're gonna have a little city day in the morning, and then Nathan has his card stuff in the evening. We have church on Sunday, and then I'm not really sure what else we have planned. Let's get started. Hi friends, it is Saturday morning. We are up and ready. It's probably like 9 a.m. Nathan is walking Doug real quick, and we are about to head out for the day. This cutie little outfit on. Denim dress. I wish you could see it better. I'm too tall, unfortunately. And I have these little sandals. We did a cute outfit. I don't normally wear dresses on the daily, but it is getting summer, and I feel like dresses in summer are amazing, and the haircut looks so good with it. And I'm wearing the sweet little Winnie the Pooh necklace my sister got me. I'm so excited. We are gonna have a little morning day. Nathan plays cards in the evening, and I need to still do some work. So we're going to enjoy our morning a little bit into the afternoon, and then we'll come back. But I think we're probably gonna do Deeply, and then a new coffee shop called Luminescent, I believe it's called. This coffee shop is on the other side of town, so it'll take us a minute, and I'm gonna ask Nathan because he may want to go to like Han Coffee or something like that instead of Deeply to get like beans. So we definitely may switch that up. I'm taking it along, and let's get going.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for I really wanna know, really wanna know.
Hey boy.
Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind.
Hi friends, it is much later. It is still Saturday. It is evening time now, probably closer to 8 o'clock. The sun is setting. So I have not even started my work for the day, which just means we're gonna be working late into the evening. Unfortunately, I'm probably only gonna get half my hours in today, and then I'll try to finish the other half tomorrow. I had so much fun this morning. We went to Luminescent, which is a new coffee shop on East Orlando area. So hard on that space, and it is stunning, beautiful. You can tell just how much love and effort went into it, and a lot of money, which is always good, because again, when you do things like that, you really want to do it right. It's gonna be like a park cocktail bar in the evenings, but they're doing a soft opening of that, so we only saw the coffee side, and you know, it was like 9 a.m. this morning, so we weren't in the mood for a drink. But their cocktail like stuff looked really nice, and like their alcohol section looked beautiful, and their bar was stunning. So we sat up at the bar, watched the barista. She was doing so good. I loved this is such random things that we notice in coffee shops. Ceramic pottery ware, incredible. So their syrups in-house, which we love, and I just got a vanilla cappuccino and Nathan got a cortado. After that, we went to a coffee shop that was just down the road, like literally 2 minutes away. And again, I don't go to this area often. Nathan said he'd been to a card shop over there like one time, a coffee shop called Fable. The coffee shop has been around for a little bit, but it was our first time ever going in, and the guy was funny. He's like, "It's your first time?" because we were just admiring everything, because it was very nerdy and it was very cute, and we love nerdy cute. If you like D&D, that is for you. You would love this place. Nathan has a really close friend who loves D&D, so he was just sending him pictures. I'm not into D&D, and Nathan isn't. And then one of our in our last small group, we had a couple who loved D&D, and they did like D&D nights. So anyways, it just reminded us of all these people that we love dearly and miss in Atlanta. A dragon mural on the wall. Nathan recognized a lot of stuff that I wouldn't recognize. They had a ton of board games. They had like a whole tabletop, like coffee table that was like the D&D setting. It was wild. I had the most incredible drink there. I was nervous. Nathan was even like, "This is gonna be too sweet for you. This is gonna be too sweet for you." And it was so good. I need to like look up what it was. It was like corn, some kind of cereal on top with a cold foam and like caramel drizzle, and obviously like a latte vibe. And then Nathan got the black cherry cola cold brew, and it had like Coca-Cola and cold brew, and then black cherry cold foam, and he loved his, and I loved mine. It was my favorite drink that I got today. And then we went shopping, which we didn't really buy much. I did go into Academy because it was right next to Fable, and I bought new Tevas, so I need to make sure to show y'all. I'm currently on the couch about to work, so later I will show y'all the new Tevas. They are amazing. I love Tevas for the parks, actually. I'm very happy Nathan convinced me to buy them. We went to Academy, then we went to some like comic game, board game shop. We went to this nice little shopping area called, I don't know if this is the shopping area is called this or the neighborhood, Waterford Lake. Super cute shopping area, so much shopping. We went into Lulu. I just wanted to see what was in their clearance section. They didn't have anything for me or Nathan, but the Disney Springs clearance section never has men's, so I always like to look when we go in to see things. And then we went into a little boutique gift store. I think it's like a Hallmark, basically. I ended up buying my dad a Father's Day gift, which I don't even know if I'll see him in time for Father's Day, but it'll be like a Father's Day or birthday, because birthday's in August, or whatever it wants to be. I got him a Life is Good jean shirt. Obviously he's not a big Life is Good fan, but he does love fishing. He doesn't go a ton, but he loves it, and he loves like the old dad style t-shirt. Stopped and ended up at Bento, which I have gone to several times now, but this was Nathan's first time. It's kind of a chain around the Orlando area, maybe elsewhere, but I know mainly around the Orlando area. There's one in Kissimmee. It is so good. So they have bento boxes, but they also have like fried rice, and so we love Japanese like hibachi. I did get leftovers from it, so it ended up being 2 meals. And he went and played cards, and I did take a like hour nap this afternoon. Enjoyed time with Nathan before he left. Went to cards, and then I have been hanging out, eating dinner, made my little stir fry leftovers that are so good, chilling, reading my book, and then I ended up just applying for a job. I don't necessarily think I'll get it. I did apply pretty late. It looks like it was posted 4 days ago, and I couldn't even like, they don't put it on their actual website. It was on one of those like recruiter websites, which makes me nervous. And they did have it on Glassdoor, but they took it down yesterday. $10.99, and it seems like it'd be a really good fit. So it's very similar to what I do now, so it'd be really nice to be able to pick my hours and maybe work a little less what I do now, work a little more doing that, or however I want to do it, but just have options. I did put in my application. I think I'm a great candidate. So we'll try to get in maybe 3 or 4 hours tonight and then try to get in the rest tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be fun because we have church first thing in the morning. We like to go to the early service, and then we actually booked, which I say that, we did book an appointment with the Disney dog daycare place to get a tour and just ask some questions about that we have for Doug's boarding that we need in October. And I'm gonna get to work and I will check back in with y'all tomorrow. Hi friends, happy Sunday. I don't think I've been on here at all today, which is crazy. I've been trying to get video, but definitely need to improve on my video skills and actually documenting my day. It has been a fun little day. We went to church first thing this morning we ended up going to the middle service, so it was like 10 o'clock. Our shirts we're serving with our small group tomorrow. They're doing like a camp thing, which is amazing and super cool for like parents and children. Just playing games with them. Tour guide was really nice, walked us through everything. We got to see the area the dogs play in. We got to see all the different types of suites and kennel sizes and that kind of thing, and we really liked our experience. I did want to share some of their prices because it was really good, and I'll definitely include the clips, but again, pricing is kind of harder to share. It was cool because we did get like an annual pass discount. It's basically what the resort guests get, and they did ask if we had like DVC, which we don't, so I don't know if that's extra discount or just resort guest discount, but we got the resort guest discount. So for Doug, so if we did an overnight stay in the indoor little, it's not a kennel, but it's just more like a crate, like a smaller indoor area that's enclosed, and it made me feel better because we did see a golden there who was having like this time of her life just chilling. So it was the smallest option, but we are, I think, doing that option. That's what we booked, just because I think it would make Doug feel the most comfortable, because in his previous boarding it was more like that and it wasn't like a big suite, and as the guy was saying, they don't always have the suites available because there's not as many available, and so I didn't want to book him for a suite and then him just get used to suites every time, because we'll probably be using this place a lot. So if like maybe we'll splurge on it in the future, but it was a lot more money, so we're doing our best. It's going to be a very long trip for him, so we're going to do the overnight indoor stay, just because he doesn't, not that he doesn't like the outdoors, but he doesn't really need to go outdoors. He obviously is an apartment dog for the most part, so he loves the outdoors, but he loves people and he loves dogs more. So we just booked him the indoor, and it was, so the overnight cost is $65 a night, and then we did book him the group play option, which would be every day for $26. So that would be added on. I think all around it's going to be about $1,400, which is what we had budgeted for him for boarding. They did have some really good like options. If you added a second dog, it'd be 20% off the second dog. So if you had an overnight stay for 2 dogs, it'd be $117 just for that indoor like enclosure, and then the indoor outdoor enclosure for 1 dog is $71, and then for 2 dogs would be $127.80. They have the suites, which I do have to say are very bougie, very nice. It was funny because they had a TV, and I was like, Doug has never watched TV in his life, and I like would want them to play Doug Days, and it was just like a little aquarium type thing on it. But the suites start at $119, and then for 2 dogs $214 a night. But the thing was with the suites is you did get like constant like check-ins like through like photos. I think there might be a camera in the suites. They did have like an indoor outdoor enclosure, and then there was like the TV, and I really liked the bed they have because it's similar to the bed we have here. So honestly, a really great option. It is a lot of money. It was not lost on me. After that, we came back home. I ended up eating lunch and logging on to work, and I wasn't thinking I was going to have much, and there was not a lot of tasks available, but I did end up working for almost my entire time that I needed. So I hit my 27 hours for the week, which is my max I'm supposed to be hitting. So we ended up logging off at like 5:30 once I finished that, and then ended up having dinner. We just started the Top Chef finale. But yeah, it's been a really good day. I'm probably gonna go sit out on the patio and get some of this editing in, and then maybe read a little bit. I kind of just wanted to reset, talk about the sermon we listened to today, because I just felt so incredibly convicted. Just one of those sermons where I literally wrote a whole page of notes. It was just so good, and just something I needed to hear as I was literally like looking last night on Zillow and Redfin for homes, and being like, how in the heck are we going to ever afford a home, and talking with Nathan about our budget and how like I feel like we're already like not pinching pennies by any means. I'm so thankful for the position we're in. I completely realize how privileged we are and how blessed we are in this season, but it does always feel like we're still behind. It's just all those feelings have been like circling my brain all weekend, and so this felt like a very appropriate sermon to hear. So it was kind of about so the verses were for James 4:13 through 17, and I will read some of them. Verses 13 through 17. Look here, you who say, today or tomorrow we are going to a certain town and we will stay there for a year. We will do business there, make a profit. How do you know what your life will be like tomorrow? Your life is like the morning fog. It's here a little while, then it's gone. What you ought to say is, if the Lord wants us to, we will live and do this or that. Otherwise, you are boasting about your own pretentious plans, and all such boasting is evil. Remember, it is sin to know what you ought to do and then not do it. And mostly just so convicted in God in your plans. Like, when you plan your life, your 5-year plan, like, are you including God in that? Or are you just making the plan and then hoping God will see it the same way? It's just like, wow, I don't think I'm including God enough in my plans. And he did like a whole thing on Finding Nemo, which was incredible. I don't think it necessarily relates super well, but it was really fun. Lord, in your plans. James, the speaker in this chapter, doesn't have a problem with planning. He has a problem with presuming, this idea that we presume that our life should look a certain way. And I think he was saying that it's not wrong to plan, to, you know, save money, to hope for things, to dream for things. It's wrong to presume that's how life has to be, and presume that God will give that to us because that's what we want. Planning is where we can have humble confidence in God, and this idea of like humility, of like submitting our plans to God to let him do whatever he wants with it. And there's a lot of like freedom and beauty in that. I don't know what I'm doing, so I don't have to figure it out. Like, God has it in his hands. When we make plans with our lives, we play God in our lives, and that really hit me of like, how often am I trying to control everything, and like, am I trying to take over God's position in my life, and like, what am I thinking that I can do anything like that? And then he talked about like the rich young ruler, and I just felt so intensely convicted at this part, because he was saying like that is the scariest passage for him in the Bible, the rich young ruler who comes before Jesus and is like, Jesus, I've done all these things, like I've followed your commandments, I'm here, I'm ready to follow you, like what do I need to do to spend eternity in heaven with you? And Jesus says, you must sell all your belongings and follow me. Like, give up the thing that you're holding on to still. And I just felt so convicted, because it seems like yeah, I would do that, but like, would I? Do I do that on the daily? Does God call me to live on the street or like in my car? Maybe not. What can I do every day to live my life in such a way that I'm actively giving it over to God and giving my plans and desires over to him and seeing what he does with it? It's just, oh, so convicting. And then he said like, God is not anti-planning. He wants to be involved in your plans. So submission, humility before God, giving him our ideas and our plans and our dreams, and letting him move in them however he sees fit, and being okay with that, and like having a good posture that like, that's okay, I don't have to have control. And then he said, we trust God with our eternity, but not our right now, not our present moment, not our present circumstances. Trust him with your salvation. You can trust him with your current circumstances. Just wanted to share it on my heart. I know not everyone who watches may be a Christian, and we are not here to force any religion upon you, but just share my heart and my life, and that includes my faith. So just wanted to share that. But guys, thank you so much for spending my birthday week with me. It has been so fun. Again, I am very new to the vlogging world, so I'm sorry if it wasn't perfect. We're gonna keep working on it, and I'm really excited to try to be a lot more consistent with YouTube and coming on here. Again, I post on TikTok and Instagram, with Megan on both Instagram and TikTok. If you want to be a subscriber, please subscribe. I'll be continuing to make videos and try to be a little bit more consistent. We'll always be spending a day or two in the parks each week, and just so excited to share my life living here in Orlando and everything that comes with it. Thanks for being here, guys. I love y'all. Bye.